fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hiyo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver, let's go, big fellow. Hiyo, Silver, away!
In a cabin on the edge of the prairie back in the days of the Old West, we find the Lone Ranger and his faithful companion, Tonto. They're spending a quiet evening together.
Tonto, have you seen my silver bullets? I put them down somewhere the other day, and I haven't been able to find them.
Me not see silver bullets, Kemosabe. In fact, me not see any bullets around here in many moons. Make Tonto nervous. If bad men come, Tonto and Kemosabe in big trouble.
I know. I have to get into town and buy bullets. But if I don't find those silver bullets... Tonto, this place is a mess. How can I find anything around here?
What Kemosabe expect? Masked man and Indian companion living in cabin in Old West? No wife, no maid, no one clean. Big mess.
Well, it's about time we bite the bullet and clean it up, don't you think?
Kemosabe find bullets?
What? Oh, never mind.
Kemosabe edgy last 2-3 weeks.
Well, I didn't tell you this before, Tonto, but I better tell you now. I received a letter by Pony Express. My mother is coming here to visit.
Oh, no, not again.
Tonto, she only comes every 5 years or so.
That too often.
I know she isn't easy to get along with, but you have it easy compared to me.
That right. Tonto glad him not Kemosabe.
And because my mother is coming, we better get this place cleaned up. Move this pile of boxes so I can sweep back here.
Okay. What inside boxes, Kemosabe?
I don't know. They've been stacked here so long, I don't remember.
Tonto, look. Old, worn-out cowboy boots.
Oh, yes. I've never been able to throw away any of my old boots. I have a sentimental attachment to them.
Kemosabe, odd duck.
What did you say, Tonto?
Someone coming, Kemosabe.
Who is it, Tonto?
It looked like Kemosabe neighbor Ben Randall.
Oh, he's probably here to retrieve his tools I borrowed from him last spring.
I hear that, Ranger, and you're plumb right. I come to get my shovel, my axe, my pick, and my wheelbarrow.
I think they're in the back shed. Just a minute, Ben, and I'll get them.
Looks like you're trying to get a little cleaning done there, Tonto.
That's right. Mrs. Kemosabe come to pay visit.
Oh, that's nice.
Tonto rather have mangy buffalo stay in cabin for a week.
I wonder what's taking the Ranger so long.
I'm sorry, Ben, but your tools aren't out there where I left them.
What? Now listen here, Ranger.
Ben, I'll find them for you. They've got to be around here somewhere. Perhaps when we get to cleaning.
I'll give you 24 hours, Ranger, and if you don't have them, tools for me by tomorrow, there's gonna be trouble.
Where tools be, Kemosabe?
The tools aren't lost, Tonto. I didn't want to tell Ben, but they've been stolen.
Stolen?
I'm afraid so. And I've been noticing other things missing around here.
Somebody mighty bold steal from Lone Ranger.
I've got to get into town and stock up on bullets. This is getting ridiculous.
We can do first thing in morning. And while there, stock up on shovel, wheelbarrow, and whatnot.
That sounds like a plan, Tonto.
What? Wait, Kemosabe. Tomorrow, Tuesday. Tonto day off.
Is it Tuesday again already?
That right.
And there's no way I can convince you to forego your day off and help me?
That right.
I'll have to do it all by myself then.
That right.
Tonto, do you know what I want you to do?
Kimosabe want Tonto to stop saying that, right?
That right. There. That room's done. Only one to go.
Ah, lemonade mighty tasty, Kimosabe.
Don't rub it in, Tonto. It's bad enough I have to clean around you like this. You don't have to gloat. You don't have to put that glass on the table like that. It'll leave a ring. How did I ever let this Tuesdays off arrangement get started anyway? I don't get a day off.
You star of show. Title of show, Lone Ranger. Title of show, not Tonto.
You have a point there, I guess. One thing puzzles me, though. You were always there with me in all of my adventures in the days of old-time radio.
Must mean Kimosabe never had adventure on Tuesday.
That's amazing.
So, when Mrs. Kimosabe arrived?
According to the letter I received, she'll be here on the 20th. That's the day after tomorrow.
That not leave much time to get place spick and span.
No, it doesn't, Tonto. And to make matters worse, I have an appointment with an eye doctor in Cactus Springs on the morning she's due to arrive.
Kimosabe long need eyes checked. Call horse Silver. Everyone know Silver, white horse.
I know, Tonto, my eyes are bad, but what can I do? My options are limited. The last time I had my eyes checked, they told me I needed glasses.
Then why Kimosabe not get glasses?
Because there's a problem. Do I wear them on the inside of my mask or on the outside?
It's not easy wearing glasses inside mask.
And they look ridiculous on the outside.
Big problem.
I'll say it is.
Maybe Kimosabe can...
Oh, hey! Get down, Tonto!
Ranger, come on out of there so I can get a good look at you. And a good shot at you, too.
Who's shooting Kimosabe?
It sounds like the voice of Worse Wes.
Worse Wes?
Yes, Bad Bart's kid brother.
Bad Bart. Him once robbed bank in Dry Falls. Him put behind bars by Kimosabe.
That's right, Tonto.
Bad Bart. Him very bad.
Well, his mother went from bad to worse.
Come on out of there, Ranger. I know you're in there.
This big trouble. Kimosabe have no bullet.
Don't remind me, Tonto. Hey, Wes, can't we settle this without shooting? What seems to be the problem? Are you still mad at me for what happened to your brother in Dry Falls?
I ain't mad about that, Ranger. I'm just sick of the Lone Ranger prevailing every week on these radio shows. Those kids at home are getting a warped sense of criminal justice.
Do you mean to say?
You're darn tootin'. Those kids ought to know that crime can, and often does, pay.
Blasphemy.
You met your match, Ranger, and I ain't following no prearranged radio script like all the other crooks that you have on your show each week.
Wes, you've got to follow the script.
You just watch. I'm on to you, Ranger. You got the writers on your side, so of course you win the gun battles each week. Well, cooperation ain't never been my middle name.
What Kimosabe do?
I don't know, Tonto. Maybe during the upcoming commercial, I'll be able to figure something out.
And so the curtain falls on the first act of our story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments.
Kids, be the first on your block to get this real cowboy western village. It comes complete with 4 houses, a blacksmith shop, hotel, and saloon, just like the one so often featured on the Lone Ranger and other of your favorite western shows on radio. The village comes with 12 western characters, so you'll have oodles of fun. To get your real cowboy western village, just send 10 cents in coin along with 5 box tops from Jingle Jangles, the breakfast cereal that tastes like the Old West. That's all you have to do. Now, we already know how much you love Jingle Jangles, so magically delicious, so wonderfully nutritious. Now, for a limited time, you can save the box tops and cash them in for this keen, real cowboy western village. And kids, for the first time ever, this is a deal that works both ways. If you buy the real cowboy western village at your favorite toy store, just send in the box top from the package, and we'll send you 5 boxes of Jingle Jangles, the breakfast cereal that tastes like the Old West. Whichever way you work it, it's swell. Jingle Jangles is magically delicious, wonderfully nutritious. It's the kind of cereal the Lone Ranger himself eats each morning to give him the energy he needs to fight bad guys as he races silver over the purple plains. So buy magically delicious, wonderfully nutritious Jingle Jangles, the breakfast cereal that tastes like the Old West. Do it today.
Now back to our story.
These Jingle Jangles could taste pretty good, Tonto, I guess. If only we had some milk to put them on.
Yeah, it's rough getting rid of worse Wests last night, Kimosabe.
Yes, Tonto. It was especially rough considering the fact that we didn't have one single bullet in the house.
Kimosabe have good idea. Challenge West to sword fight.
Yes, Tonto, I've always been a believer in keeping the old sword play skill sharp. Come on, let's mix it up a bit. On guard!
Must we, Kimosabe?
Come on, Tonto.
But Tonto having breakfast. Oh, all right.
Keep your sword up, Tonto. And keep your feet perpendicular. Ah!
Me sorry.
Be careful with that thing, Tonto.
Me sorry, Kimosabe.
Well, watch it next time, will you?
Me be careful, Kimosabe. Try again.
Forget it, Tonto. Let's finish our breakfast.
Kimosabe get bullets today when in town for eye exam?
Yes, I will, Tonto. We can't go another day without ammunition.
Oh, show lousy without bullets.
I'll get some. I can't understand how my sword play has gotten so rusty.
Worse West had Kimosabe beaten in duel last night. Good thing Kimosabe decide and think to tell Worse West about Mrs. Kimosabe coming.
Yeah, she really made a name for herself in these parts the last time she was here.
Kimosabe mentioned mother. Worse West skedaddle. What's wrong now, Kimosabe?
The sponsor keeps sending me boxes of this awful cereal. Jingle Jangles.
Jingle Jangles not good? Me thought magically delicious, wonderfully nutritious.
Yeah, the breakfast cereal that tastes like the Old West. It smells like saddle leather after a long ride. And it tastes like a heaping bowl of shredded sagebrush.
That bad.
Yes. Well, we better get going into town, Tonto. Well, we're almost to Cactus Springs, Tonto. And I can see by the position of the sun that I'll be right on time for my eye doctor appointment.
Kimosabe, Indian pals been asking. Them want to know if you say hi-ho silver or hi-yo silver.
Well, I started my career saying hi-ho silver, but later I changed it, thinking hi-yo silver sounded more like what a respectable ranger on the Western Plains would say. After a while, though, it began to sink in that a respectable ranger most likely wouldn't say either one. But by then it was too late. It was sort of my trademark. So now when I say it, I kind of slur that part, so the listener can't tell exactly what I'm saying. Adds a bit of mystique to my role, wouldn't you say?
Kimosabe, right.
And don't forget to remind me to get some bullets for Esmeralda when we're in town today, Tonto.
For who?
Oh, I didn't mean to let that slip.
Kimosabe have pet name for gun?
Yes, Tonto. Yes. I named my gun Esmeralda after my first and only love. May she rest in peace. Hey, there's Cactus Springs just ahead. Come on, Tonto.
Cactus Springs busy today. Me not find decent place to tie horse.
We'll just have to pace back and forth for a while and wait for a parking space to open.
There one. Me no see little Shetland pony tied there.
There's one. Hey, wait, that varmint's taking my spot. Hey, I was waiting longer than you.
Kemosabe, be careful. Me read article in Western magazine about something called trail rage.
And just look at the size of that gun in his holster. And me with no bullets.
Hey, ain't you the Lone Ranger?
Yes, ma'am, that's what they call me in these parts.
Well, I've been told to tell you your mother came in on the morning stagecoach.
She's here already? What?
Oh, yeah, I got here on the 8:15.
It after 10 now, Kemosabe.
Well, where can I find her?
Well, she hired a carriage to take herself out to your place.
Oh, no. Come on, Tonto.
But what about Kemosabe eye appointment?
I'll come back after they invent contact lenses. Hiyo, Silver! Away!
And so the curtain falls on the second act of our Lone Ranger adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us again to pause for just a moment.
Does this happen at your house?
We want candy.
We want candy.
Children, no.
We want candy.
We want candy.
Spoil your supper.
We want candy.
We want candy.
Oh, all right.
It's hard to say no to children.
We want ice cream.
We want ice cream.
No.
We want ice cream.
We want ice cream.
Maybe later.
We want ice cream. We want ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's hard not to give them what they want, but when they've had too much of a good thing, don't be surprised if you hear this familiar refrain.
We want St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children.
We want St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children.
Coming right up.
Yes, with St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children, your darling little ones won't ever again lose a night's sleep to a tummy ache. Because with St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children, relief is almost immediate. So let the little ones eat what they will, and don't worry about the consequences. Minutes after taking St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children, the little darlings will be back on their feet, filled with more vim and vigor than ever before.
We want cookies. We want cake.
I want quiet.
Ask for St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children at your local druggist today, or tomorrow for sure. That's St. Elmo's brand stomach seltzer for children.
And now back to the Lone Ranger.
Johnny, how are you?
Hello, Mom. Did you have a pleasant trip?
Is that all you have to say to your dear old mother? I haven't seen you in ages, and that's all you can say. I raised you up from when you were nothing but a snot-nosed baby.
I know, Mom.
And look at this place. What a mess. Wait, don't tell me, let me guess. You become a pig farmer, your house burned down, and this is the pigsty.
No, Mom. I've been trying to clean this place up, but I thought you were coming tomorrow.
Kemosabe, me go outside, check on Scout and Silver.
Oh, wait a cotton-picking minute there, Tonto. Remember me? I remember you. You're cute.
Oh.
Mom, didn't you tell me in your last letter that you were seeing a man? Is there any chance we'll be hearing wedding bells again sometime soon?
Nah, there ain't a man west of the Atlantic that can handle the likes of me. Well, you just look at the underwear littered all over the floor in that bedroom. You still don't pick up after yourself, do you, Johnny?
Well, my room's not half as bad as Tonto's.
Mrs. Kemosabe not want to see Tonto's room.
Mrs. Kemosabe? Is that what he called me? Say, what's a person got to do to get a bite to ear around this place? Can you clear a little spot at that table over there and serve up a little something? Who brought you up anyway?
Yes, just a minute. I think I have something down in the root cellar. I'll be right back.
Kemosabe, you'll not leave me here.
Oh, you'll be all right with me, Tonto, I promise. There'll be none of those shenanigans I pulled on you last time I was here.
That good.
Listen, with Johnny gone, I can tell you, I ran into a band of Indians on the way here. They told me what Kemosabe really means.
Uh-oh.
And what does Johnny think it means?
Kemosabe think it mean faithful friend.
Faithful friend.
A short time later, the Lone Ranger, his mother, and Tonto sit down to the dinner table. Mrs. Reed, that is the Lone Ranger's mother, or Mrs. Kemosabe, is none too happy with the spread put before her.
What's this? It looks like warmed over horse apples. Smells even worse.
Well, I never claimed to be much of a cook, Mom. It's rutabaga stew. Something I just threw together. Try it. It's not bad.
It bad.
This is terrible. Is this what you ordinarily have for supper around here?
To be honest, Mom, we don't eat much, Tonto and I. Regular listeners to our show will be able to tell you that we rarely find time to eat, what with all the adventures we get mixed up in.
Well, how do you live, son?
Oh, we do eat, but we do it on the run. A little pemmican, some beef jerky, baked beans once in a while, if we have time to stop and make a campfire.
Kemosabe got plenty jingle jangle cereal.
Try the stew, Mom. It's not so bad after all.
I've been telling you for years, Johnny, you gotta get yourself a wife. You're gonna waste away to nothing eating victuals like this.
Getting married is easier said than done, Mom.
Oh, people do it all the time, son. Before a person gets married, it's generally the custom to go on a date or two first. You've never had a girlfriend in your life.
What about Esmeralda?
Tonto.
Esmeralda? Who's that?
Kemosabe say Esmeralda first and only love.
Oh, see what I mean? Esmeralda was the name of Johnny's first horse. No, I'm afraid we'll never hear the pitter-patter of the feet of any little Kemosabe's around here.
Oh, Mom.
I never liked girls. Just guns and horses and sagebrush and law and order. What about you, Tonto? Do you have a girlfriend?
Me once interested in girls, but radio censor's plenty strict. What Tonto do with girlfriend if Tonto have one? Now just want to be sidekick for Kemosabe.
Oh, you fellas are hopeless. And I'll tell you one thing. I can't stand another bite of this awful stew. I'm going into town to get me some grub.
Oh, would you pick me up a box of bullets, Mom, while you're there?
How, Silver? Away!
She took my horse!
Me not sure she heard you, Kemosabe.
Oh, no. More visitors, and me with no bullets.
No worry, Kemosabe. This Driftin' Dudley, Tonto friend, come to pay visit.
Driftin' Dudley, I remember him. Isn't he that singing cowboy?
That right. Come in, Dudley.
How y'all doing tonight? Been a long time since I've been here in these parts, and I thought you all might like to hear a little cowboy song. Oh!
Wait a minute! Seems to me the last time you were here, I told you I don't like Western songs. I told you never to come back, Dudley.
Cowboy songs not bad, Kemosabe.
Well, of course they're not bad. They're part of our national heritage.
Me like cowboy songs.
Well, me not like. I don't like cowboy songs.
What you got against a good cowboy song, Ranger?
Let me tell you what I have against them. It's very simple. Every cowboy frontiersman, every Western hero from Davy Crockett to Roy Rogers has a theme song. But not me. All I get is some recycled thing that's been around for years. It's not even named after me. The William Tell Overture. Who does everyone think of when they hear it? Not William Tell, whoever that was. They think of me. You'd think by now they would rename the thing the Lone Ranger Overture.
But Kemosabe, William Tell Overture composed by Rossini. Him live early in the 1800s. Him never hear of Lone Ranger.
Oh, forget it.
Well, now, wait a minute. Maybe you should get your own song, Ranger.
As a matter of fact, I wrote a theme song for myself once. I called it the Lone Ranger Waltz. And I wrote another song for the flip side of the record called Who the Heck is William Tell?
Kimosabe have something against songs with lines that rhyme?
Well, you know.
Hey, get down, get down.
Well, you didn't think I'd forget you, did you, Ranger? You ain't returned my tools. I told you things would get real ugly if you didn't.
Ben Randall, that unreal rattlesnake. I don't have your tools, Ben. They were stolen.
I want my tools now, Ranger.
Perhaps we can make a trade, Ben. Is there anything of mine you want?
Him want 24 pair old cowboy boots?
Come on out of there right now, Ranger, or I'll blow your head.
Oh, Silver!
Hey! Hold the fire! Help! Help, Ranger! Ranger, help me!
Mom! Mom! Mom, let him go! Mom, put him down!
The curtain falls again on our Lone Ranger adventure. We'll hear the exciting conclusion of our story after this brief word from our sponsor.
Does this scene take place at your house?
Junior, I told you 2 hours ago to mop that kitchen floor.
I will in a minute.
That's what you said an hour and a half ago.
Oh, but gee, Mom, the ball game was almost over.
You're not just gonna sit around all day and listen to the radio. Do as your mother says.
I hate this house.
If that sounds familiar, and it's our bet that it probably does, have we got news for you. The Drucker's Company, makers of fine jellies, jams, and dessert toppings, has joined forces with Ronson Wax. This new corporate alliance is proud to introduce to you today Jiffy Jelly. Folks, this product is truly revolutionary. It'll change the way families interact from this moment on. Jiffy Jelly is the world's only edible all-purpose cleaner. It comes in 6 flavors: lemon, orange, raspberry, lime, strawberry, and chocolate. The kids can squeeze a small amount onto a spoon and, yum, better than candy. Stirred into a glass of milk, it provides good tasting nutrition. And here's the best part. Dabbed on a soft cloth, Jiffy Jelly can be used as furniture polish, glass cleaner, tile brightener, silver or brass polish. It has hundreds of uses. It's a dishwashing detergent, stain remover, deodorizer, fabric softener, and more.
Gee, Dad, can I wax the car today?
Well, you better ask your mother, son.
Mom, please.
Well, all right, but I don't want you to spoil your appetite.
Oh, I won't. Gee, thanks, Mom. You too, Dad.
Family harmony has never come more easily. Get Drucker's Jiffy Jelly today.
And now back to our story.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out so well, Tonto.
Oh, Mrs. Kimosabe forced Ben Randall to marry her. Him get what deserve.
The two of them do make a lovely pair.
That one good way to get rid of bad neighbor.
Well, Johnny, I think I got everything all packed up finally. Ben and I are ready to move it on out.
I wish you the best, Mom. Come again in another 5 years. Your visits always liven things up around here.
Take care of yourself, Johnny. Mwah! Try to eat right. And I wish you'd do as I told you and look for a different line of work. Chasing after crooks ain't good for your health.
It's not a bad way to make a living, Mom, as long as everyone sticks to the script each week.
Well, still, I'd feel a little better if you found something a little more peaceful and safe.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you until after I received my first check. But I have gotten a part-time job down at the bank. I take care of customers who wish to borrow money.
You mean Kimosabe arrange loan for bank customer?
Yes, that's right, Tonto.
So down at bank, Kimosabe known as...
That's right, Tonto. Down at the bank, they call me the apportioner of borrowed funds.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Johnny. Well, it's time for me to go. You got the wagon ready out there, Ben?
Yes, sweetums, I do.
Well, let's go then. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Tonto.
Bye, Mom. Right soon.
Bye, Mrs. Kimosabe.
There they go. Tonto, things can finally get back to normal around here. I think I'll just sit here and put my feet up on the table and... What now?
Hey, Mr. Ranger, you remember me? I'm the kid you hired to haul hay for your horse. You said 3 weeks ago that you would pay me for the work I did. You told me I should come back, and 2 weeks ago you said the same thing. And last week, you said you'd pay me for sure by today.
Oh, no, Tonto, I forgot about the kid.
Pay him now, Kimosabe.
I have no money. You don't draw a regular paycheck, you know. Being a masked crime fighter.
Come on, Ranger. Pay up.
Kimosabe better shoot back or there be nothing left of cabin.
Tonto, I hate to tell you this. No bullets.
Me thought Mrs. Kimosabe bought bullets.
She did, but they don't work in Esmeralda. Wrong caliber. Kid, wait. Take it easy, kid. I'll get you your money. I'll have it by next week for sure. Hey, kid, come on, stop. Ah, come on, kid.
Kimosabe better make run for it.
You're right, Tonto. Out the back way. Here I go. Hiyo, Silva! Away!
Rats! I missed him.
Who is that masked man anyway, Billy?
Boy, sis, don't you know anything? I reckoned you would know. That's the Lone Ranger.
Hiyo, Silva! Away!
This is a feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated, created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Kendall Enterprises. Tonight's episode of The Lone Ranger was produced and directed by Arthur Anderson. The script was written by Michael Liana. The Lone Ranger was played by Will Hutchins. Tonto was played by Bob Lines. The part of the Lone Ranger's mother, or Mrs. Reed, or Mrs. Kimosabe, now Mrs. Ben Randall, was played by Elaine Hyman. Also in the cast were Donald Buca as Ben Randall, Cliff Carpenter as Worse Wes, Lynn Rogers as the woman on the street, Dave Parker as Driftin' Dudley, and Bobby Ramson as the kid. Featured in the commercials were Bill Nadell, Barbara Watkins, Jimmy Lydon, Gene Ruverol, and Dave Zwengler. Sound effects were created by Bart Curtis, assisted by Bill Nadell, engineered by Bill Sudmak. Music from the original Lone Ranger broadcast was provided by Anthony Tolan. And our narrator, as he was for 10 years of the Lone Ranger broadcasts, Fred Foy. This is your announcer, Bill Owen, speaking. This has been a Friends of Old Time Radio production.
Everybody get up and